Next to pitch is a budding entrepreneur looking to provide world-class user experience education and career opportunities through his EduTech platform.
Hey everyone, I'm Christian. I would have loved to be there. Despite me sending the application, I couldn't be there in person. But the team made it happen because of some special request. And yeah, now we're here. So I'd love to talk to you guys about UX Plus University. So UX, as you may know, has never been more important for businesses to succeed in today's new world. All of your companies use UX to solve your problems, big problems in the business. You use UX to talk to your customers. But the problem with that is that world-class UX education is costly and inaccessible. There is no clear path to a great UX career. For someone to get UX education, boot camps could cost anywhere from $6,000 to $15,000, but an initial UX salary of a junior UX designer is $7,400 only. So you'd essentially have to spend almost a year's worth of salary just to learn UX in a formal education system. It's also that boot camps and educational institutions have no incentive to ensure that their graduates get hired. And if you opt for massive open online courses like Skillshare or Coursera, those courses only have a 6 to 7% completion rate. So our solution, introducing UX Plus University. Our solution, it's world-class UX education that costs no tuition upfront. In our program, they work with real clients. At the end of it, we work together to give them a full-time UX role and some milestones. So we're very early. We've launched a beta cohort with 10 people. We plan to have 100 students for our first year. Zoomed out, like we can essentially do this for any country. For year 2, at least for the countries that are close to our time zone. For year 3, there's nothing stopping us to launching the same program abroad. As our students graduate, we want them to be placed in jobs right away. That's how we earn our money. And that's how we align our incentives with our students. Our competitive advantages, aside from the aligned incentives, it's an ISA model popularized by Lambda School, which they charge 17% for their developer coding bootcamp. This is first to market for us. We have an established and trusted UX brand, and we have career coaches, actual projects for our students. That's UX Plus University.
Christian, what's your ask?
So for us to run our first year, it's 100,000 USD. For us to run 2 years, it's 500,000 USD. That's covering costs of operations from hiring instructors, curriculum, paying for app subscriptions.
Have you created a technology platform? Is there IP in your tech stack to actually run this on?
Like our stack is a no-code stack, essentially. Everything's automated. What I'm trying to say is we don't need developers for this whole thing to run.
What are the other risks of the business?
Risks would be students dropping out, not understanding the implications of a part-time program, like maybe them not having time for it. So of course, like the human risks involved in committing. And we plan to take that risk on with thorough interviews, and we'll only get better the more we interview people, the more batches we do.
What's your capacity? What is the hiring capacity of the industry in the next 2 years?
We only have 40 partners right now. With the help of course, any of the esteemed investors that we have on stage, we'd love to get more partners in there. We'd love, like, that's what I see as the biggest challenge for me, like getting those hiring partners in line. We hope to have relationships. We hope to get salespeople to really like sell UX Plus, like establish those partnerships from that end too.
Christian, in behalf of 917 Ventures, we're making you an offer to join the Velocity program. We have other initiatives in our venture builder that you can leverage on for this. The challenges that you just mentioned earlier of how do we increase partners from 40 to 10,000, we can help you with that one. We have more than 100,000 corporate clients under our ecosystem. The details we can discuss. For now, that's basically an offer coming from us.
Okay, everyone's looking at me. So I feel I gotta go at it with Vince again today. I'd be inclined to fund the $100,000. My concern would be that there are things to work out in the execute. I think you have the model. You definitely have the model. I think there are things to work out on the execution of the model. You know, we'd have to discuss how we release the funding and you know, what we would expect, I guess, in return in terms of equity. But I think I think you've got the team, you've got the community. So I would be inclined to fund at the level you're requesting for the first year. So that's my offer.
Yeah, I have a question, Christian, before I make a proposition. What's the youngest age you think that you can teach your course on UX?
18 years old and above. That's because that's the youngest that anyone can get hired. But essentially, we can teach UX to anyone interested.
I'm going to share with you a project that we currently have. So, SEMS International, together with the Department of Education, the National Capital Region, and the Department of Trade E-commerce Division, we are the learning partner. And we are now doing the pilot for the first senior high school e-commerce track in the country. Supporting us is the e-commerce enablers from Globe to all the other e-commerce companies who are willing to hire the senior high school graduates coming from TEMS, DepEd, and DTI program. So I'm here to strengthen the business model. This is like sort of a government endorsement if you're inside the program, right? So suddenly UX is inside a government program. So I'm here to support whichever you choose, and there might even be an offer coming from Lihao. So I'm just here to support the three from a private-public partnership that's already happening now as we speak.
Well, FWD would love to welcome your graduates into our digital graduate program.
Thank you, everyone, for all your offers. It's our decision. For me to decide right now, I'd love for John Jay to be UX Plus University's partner. So John Jay and UBX, I accept your offer.
All right. Thank you.
Congratulations.
So you're gonna go to your right.
Good one, good one. As his sponsor, right, our government-private partnership is always looking forward to working with whatever you guys
With us.
put together, right?
All right.
And see how we can integrate this into the government program for the senior high school e-commerce. Congratulations. If we can really integrate that, that's a great thing to do. And hopefully the others can join in also.
Yeah, I think we had another example of a really strong pitch on top of a clearly credible individual founder.
Congratulations, John. I like it and hope it scales with you guys.
Yeah. Well, we'll count on you guys as a customer of the as a partner, as a hiring partner.
Good afternoon, Asik Jean. Kamusta? I have good news. I met somebody. He is Christian San Jose. He is a startup with a company called UX Plus University. Now, what he does, he provides UI UX courses and teachers completo. I think this is something good to emphasize in the TEMS DTI programs on e-commerce that we're doing for the senior high school and for the out-of-school youth and adults.
I'm really glad that you can add the resource in our project. So I'm looking forward. We'll need to start soon right? Our project
exactly. So we start training actually in next 2 weeks. So I'll include the UI UX program.
Oh, great!
Right away.
Yeah, that's great. So it will complete the module, you'll attest.
Exactly.
So thank you.
Thank you,
so
Asik Jean.
much,
Yun lang ang
thank you,
report ko
Third.
sa'yo. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.